Hello and welcome to the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. Our 8:30 a.m. game is between the visiting team, Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club out of Newton, Kansas, against the home team, N.M.A.A.C out of Madison, South Dakota. The Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club lineup is: leading off, Aaron Hammond playing second base, Connor Hasso playing shortstop, Andrew Pina playing left field, Ray Hasso playing first base, Tony Hasso playing third base, Caden Luna in center field. Batting for the pitcher, Mike Borjas, DH, Matt Torres in right field. Catching, Josh Moore, and pitcher Bogdan Besic. Umpires for today's matchup is Buddy Borjon behind the plate and Ginger Rendon on the field. Ball high, Anthony Brewer, your pitcher. Pitch called for a strike. Your count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball high, brings the count full. Once again, we're in Pueblo, Colorado here at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Overcast weather, supposed to be a nice day today. Foul ball. Count stays full. Batter takes ball 4 for the walk. Brings up number 69, Connor Hasso. It's nice to see Ginger Rendon out in the field umpiring today. He was recently inducted last night into the Pueblo Softball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Ginger Rendon. Butt attempt, fouled off. 1 strike. Aaron Hammond on first base. No outs. Ball outside. I'd like to invite anyone local in the Colorado area to come join us at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. 21st year, lots of food, drinks, gear, lots of things to enjoy out here this weekend. Fouled off. Almost got our on deck batter there. Left-handed batter a little late on the pitch. Goes down looking. Runner advances to second on the dropped ball. It's a strikeout for Connor Hasso, bringing up the left fielder, Andrew Pina. Hammond on second base, 1 out. Catches that outside corner for strike 1. Base runner on second base, 1 out. In the top of the first inning here at the Memorial Tournament. One ball, 1 strike for Pina. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. We have 2 fields going on today for the first 3 games. Game 5, 8:30 at City Park. Field number 4 is the Travelers versus the Tomahawks. That's going on now. Batter goes down swinging for out number 2. Second game at City Park will be the Red Leaf versus Shock. And game number 9 at 11 a.m. at City Park. Pueblo's own Naughty by Nature versus another Pueblo team, ABC Plumbing. Ray Hasso, the batter, first baseman. Strike 2. Hammond on second. 2 outs. Anthony Brewer, number 99, the pitcher here. Swing and a miss for out number 3. So after that first half of play, no runs, no errors, no hits. 1 batter takes a walk.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Your home team, Madison A's out of Madison, South Dakota. Batting first, number 2, Deuce Martin. Followed by number 19, Joe Marival, and Mikey York in the hole. Bogdan Besic, the pitcher. Strike called. Fly ball to left fielder. Gets under it for out number 1. Brings up number 19, Joe Marival. Got a whole day full and evening full of games here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. This is your 8:30 game, the Madison A's and Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club. Our 9:45 game here at Joe Santos Field will be N.M.A.A.C versus La Familia. Swing and a miss, strike number 2. The pitch came in at 68 miles per hour. He's off the side. All outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning here.
1-2.
Line drive, foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Joe Marival. I mentioned our 9:45 game. We have 11 o'clock game. Madison A's team playing now against AAA Plumbing, Dan's Auto Body. Ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, we're in Pueblo, Colorado, the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. 63 degrees right now. Batter goes down looking. Brings up Mike York. $12:15 game will be the Travelers versus Cardinals. 12th game of the tournament at 1:30 will be the hosting team, Pueblo Bandits versus Tomahawks. Mike York, your batter. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball coming in at 70 miles per hour. Fouled off the pitch. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning here in Pueblo, Colorado. Bogdan waving off a few signals here. Finds something he likes. Looks like a changeup. Ground ball to the pitcher. Nice play for out number 3. After 1 complete inning, we're locked up still at 0-0 here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that, and serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank.
And we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado, the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Number 10, Tony Hasso up to bat, third baseman. Anthony Brewer, your pitcher for the Madison A's.
On 2, nobody.
Top of the second inning, 2 strikes on the batter. Change up, gets him looking for out number 1. Brings up your center fielder, Caden Luna. I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors here in Pueblo, Colorado: Alpine Bank, Angelus Chapel, and Waste Management. First pitch by Brewer called for a strike. Top of the second inning, 1 out. Ball a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
My son Gary's father-in-law,
Strike. Luna goes after the high pitch. Have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in Pueblo, Colorado, at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Saturday, game 1, 8:30 game here. Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club against South Dakota's Madison A's. Pop fly, foul. First baseman narrowly misses it. Count still 1 ball, 2 strikes for number 7, Caden Luna.
All right, gents, 1, 2. 1 down. Play.
Hard ground ball to the second baseman. Luna beats it out. Chalk that down as an error on the second baseman. Brings up the designated hitter, Mike Borjas. Just heard that we have some breakfast burritos on board. Again, if you're near Pueblo, Colorado, stop by Joe Santos Field. Enjoy some great softball. Also, can't forget about the beer tent. And the grill is going as Borjas swings and misses. Pop up just behind third base, caught by the shortstop. Number 19, Joe Marival. Top of the second inning here, 2 outs. Change up called outside. Matt Torres, the batter. Right fielder, number 99. Ground ball to the shortstop, makes the play. Take a moment to Recognize our sponsors here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
Banking doesn't need to be complicated. Above all else, Alpine Bank wants to help you achieve your dreams. It's that simple. I'm Glenn Gemrod, president of Alpine Bank. For over 50 years, our focus has been on you. And for the next 50 years and beyond, that won't change. Because a better tomorrow for our customers starts with helping their dreams come true today. Caring together.
Welcome back to the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. This matchup between the Madison A's out of South Dakota and the Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club. Up to bat for the A's, number 69, Jesse Palacios. Goes for the high pitch for strike one. Fouled off. Strike number two.
Oh, two. Nobody. Strike.
Base hit up the middle for Palacios. It's by the center fielder. He's going to take second. Nice hit up the middle. First hit for the A's in this matchup brings up number 22, Gabe 3. Another lefty. Bunt attempt fouled off. Looking to move that runner over. No balls, one strike. Bottom of the second inning here in Pueblo, Colorado, the Joe Santos Field. Squares for the bunt, pulls off as it's high. One ball, one strike for Gabe 3. Again, our umpires today behind the plate, Buddy Borjon. In the field, Ginger Rendon. Bunt laid down, sacrifice for out number one. Moves Palacios over to third base. Have one out. Number 16 up to bat, Lalo Sandoval.
Yes, sir.
Strike call. Bogdan Becic, pitcher today. Josh Moore catching behind the plate. Number 16 up to bat, Lalo Sandoval. Palacios on third base. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2. Pitch delivered a bit outside. Sandoval evens the count at 2-2. Got a piece of it, but the catcher holds on. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Jesse Palacios on third base. Looking to score that first run. Brings up number 4, Steve Ross. While Bogdan ties his shoes, we once again want to welcome you to the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Today's matchup, Madison A's out of South Dakota against Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club out of Newton, Kansas. Steve Ross, the batter. Swing and a miss. Pitch checking in at 70 miles an hour. Palacios takes the chance. Gets that run in as the catcher drops the ball. We got 2 outs here. First run in for the home team, Madison A's. That was Jesse Palacios scoring that run. We have Steve Ross at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Takes the ball outside. Yeah, seems like he would have been out if catcher was able to hold on to that ball. Just kind of bobbled it a little bit, and Palacios takes advantage, get that run in. 2 balls, 2 strikes here at Joe Santos Field in Pueblo, Colorado. Fouled off. Count remains even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bogdan Betchik, your pitcher here, facing Steve Ross. Fouled off again. Bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. Steve Ross, the batter. Ground ball to the shortstop. Picked up. Gets him in time for out number 3. Nice play by Connor Hasso. We'll take a minute to recognize our sponsors here in Pueblo, Colorado. Welcome back to the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament here in Pueblo, Colorado. our 8:30 game. The top of the third inning, Madison A's out in the field as the home team, and Norton Mexican-American Athletic Club up to bat. Right now we have the catcher, Josh Moore, number 66 batting. This is your number 9 hitter. Ball a bit high. Two balls, no strikes. The Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. If you're locally around, you need to stop by and check out this fast pitch action, as well as enjoy the food and beverages available here. 64 degrees here on this Saturday morning. Overcast. Slight breeze. Just a beautiful day. Swings for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the third inning. Their Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club batting. Josh Moore, your catcher, batting here. Goes down swinging for out number 1. Brings up Newton, Kansas's second baseman, number 25, Aaron Hammond. Hammond, your leadoff batter, took a walk on his first at bat. Takes a ball high. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. At the top of the third inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Hammond. I'd like to thank all of our teams who are playing in this year's tournament. A lot of traveling. We appreciate those making the effort to get down to Pueblo, Colorado. We have Madison, South Dakota represented today, and Newton, Kansas in this first matchup here at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Catches that changeup, pulls it to the third baseline, going for 2. Slides in safe at second. Hammond, the double. Three pools in this tournament this year. Pool A, Bandits out of Pueblo, Colorado. The Travelers out of Denver, Colorado. Tomahawks out of New Mexico. And the Cardinals out of South Dakota. Batting number 69, Connor Hasso. Error on the first baseman. Hammond advances to third on the play. Brings up center fielder Andrew Pina. We got Hammond on third base. Connor Hasso on first base, reaching on the air. Pool B in this tournament, Naughty by Nature out of Pueblo, Colorado. ABC Plumbing out of Pueblo, Colorado. Shock out of Grand Junction, Colorado. And Red Leaf out of South Dakota. Foul fly ball, unable to reach it. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and third. Newton down by 1 run. Score 1-0 in favor of the A's. But got some action cooking here. Potential run there on third base. Let's see if Pina get that run in. Pass ball, runner stumbles. He's still able to get up and make it to second. Hammond on third base, and Connor Hasso advances to second base on the pass ball. Your batter, the center fielder, Andrew Pina. 1 ball, 1 strike. Side, Hammond thinks about it. Decides to go back. Smart move with 1 out. Not too deep of a backstop here. Pool C, AAA Plumbing, Dan's Auto Body out of Pueblo, Colorado. N.M.A.A.C out of Newton, Kansas. Madison, South Dakota. And La Familia out of Pueblo, Colorado. That's Pool C. Again, our matchup here in the 8:30 game is the visiting team, Newton Mexican American Athletic Club. Your home team, Madison A's out of South Dakota. Number 14, Andrew Pina at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chases the high fastball. Coming in at 67 miles an hour. We got 2 outs. Bringing up the first baseman, Ray Hasso. Fastball. 69 mile an hour fastball taken for strike 1. Ball high. Hammond again on third base, takes a look at it, decides to retreat back. Got Connor Hasso on second. Aaron Hammond on third base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in Pueblo, Colorado. Calhoun calls that a ball a little high. According to our stat catcher, that is a correct call. Anthony Brewer with the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Ray Hasso, first baseman. Comes the money pitch. Goes down swinging. Ray Hasso takes that 3rd strike for out number 3, leaving 2 men on base. Runners on 3rd and 2nd. Again, we're at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. That was the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 in favor of the Madison A's. We'll be back after a few commercial breaks.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
All right, we're back here at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Got number 99, the pitcher, Anthony Brewer, up to bat. Again, number 99, pitcher Anthony Brewer up to bat. Hard ground ball to the third baseman. Nice play. And number 10, Tony Hasso on third base for out number 1. Got number 11, RJ Pons, the 9th batter, up to bat. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Madison lead 1-0. Ball inside. Takes a lot of hard work behind the scenes to run a tournament of this caliber, especially in its 21st year. We like to send a special thank you and recognition to the Joe Santos family. Jerry, Chris, Mike, and the matriarch, Fran Santos, and all of their family and friends here to help support this tournament. Lots of volunteering, lots of donations, some great cooking, great cooks here. So if you're anywhere near Pueblo, Colorado, make a stop here at Joe Santos Field here in Pueblo, Colorado. Fly ball to the second baseman, caught for out number 2. Fly ball actually caught by your first baseman, Ray Hasso. 2 outs brings us up to the top of the lineup. Number 2, Deuce Martin. Got Bogdan Becic, your pitcher for Newton Mexican American Athletic Club. Catching behind the plate, Josh Moore. Ball taken outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Deuce Martin, your batter. Lazy ground ball to third base. Overthrown. Deuce is going to take advantage, take second on that throwing error. The third baseman, Tony Hasso. So we got some action, runners on the field. Brings up your shortstop, number 19, Joe Marival. It's up over there. Marival a little late on that pitch, almost took out half the Newton, Kansas team. The third base dugout. I didn't see an apology, but no harm, no foul. Ball taken outside. Huge lead on second over there. Deuce Martin gets back in time. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The bottom of the 3rd inning. Madison leads 1-0. Fights off that outside pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes for Joe Marival. Deuce Martin on second base, reached on an error. Marival takes that high fastball, coming in at 65 miles an hour for out number 3. After 3 complete innings, the score is 1 for your Madison A's, 0 for your Newton Mexican American Athletic Club. we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado, the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament, hosted by the Santos family, in particular Jerry, Chris, Mike, and Fran Santos. Top of the 4th inning. Their third baseman up to bat number 10, Tony Hasso. Struck out his last at-bat. Once again, we have Anthony Brewer, your pitcher for Madison A's out of South Dakota, and Lalo Sandoval, your catcher. Again, Tony Hasso, your batter. Ground ball to second baseman, bobbled, flips it over to first, gets him in time for out number 1. Second baseman, Jesse Palacios, fielding that ground ball for out number 1. It's up your center fielder, Caden Luna, the batter. A 1-run game. Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club batting. Borjon asks for help from Ginger Rendon on the call. Batter goes for strike number 1. Caden Luna, batter. Pitch coming from Brewer. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes here for Luna. Just a tad late on the swing. 2 strikes. Again, we'd like to mention our sponsors every now and again. Angelus Chapel here in Pueblo, Colorado. Appreciate their sponsorship, as well as Alpine Bank here in Pueblo, Colorado, and Waste Management. I'd like to thank our local sponsors, help keep this tournament running. Again, proceeds from this tournament go to fund scholarships for high school graduates that were recognized yesterday. Here at the field, many lucky students have been recipients of the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament Scholarship. Ball high. Brings up left-handed designated hitter Mike Borjas. Mike always comes into the box with a smile. Looks like he's having a good time out here. Fouled off that nickel ball. We still do nickel balls? This is Travis Rosales announcing here in Pueblo, Colorado, the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Borjas, your batter, takes your count to 1 ball, 1 strike. If Caden Luna on first base, draw the walk. Again, Borjas, your batter. Catches that outside corner, 68 miles per hour for strike number 2. Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club here batting. Madison A's out of South Dakota out on the field. Fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mike Borjas, the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brewer with the delivery. Changeup. Runner goes. I think he would have made it whether he caught that ball or not. Good jump over there for Caden Luna, stolen base. Borjas fouls it off, missed by your third baseman, Jesse Palacios. So Borjas stays alive with that. Must have got the sun in his eyes. Definitely the sun was in his eyes. This beautiful overcast day here in Pueblo, Colorado. Borjas still fighting. Fouls off. Another pitch. Again, Borjas looks like he just has a good time here. Guess nothing more fun than not having to play the field and just coming up and batting. He's smiling too. Borjas, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off a couple balls to stay alive. Here's the pitch. Fouls off another one. Hanging in there. Borjas not going to go down easy. Again, runner on second base. That's Caden Luna. Drew a walk earlier, stole second base. Got 1 out, here's the delivery. Line drive to second baseman. Ooh, safe at second base. Close call there. Caden jumped off. Line drive was caught. Tried to catch him on second base. Called safe by umpire Ginger Rendon. Ginger Rendon, who recently was inducted into the Pueblo Softball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to him and his family. Ginger Rendon, umpire out in the field. Buddy Borjon behind the plate as your umpire. Matt Torres, your batter, the right fielder. Takes the first pitch for strike number 1. Grounded out to shortstop his last at bat. Again, Newton, Kansas looking to get that run in with 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Caden Luna on second base. Matt Torres, your batter. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fouled off. Again, we have 12 teams in this tournament this year. A lot of out-of-towners. We appreciate them making the trip. Torres goes down swinging for out number 3, leaving Caden Luna on base. After 3.5 innings, score remains 1-0 in favor of your Madison, South Dakota A's.
Fort Lewis College has a very large Indigenous student body. We take a lot of pride in that, and serving Indigenous communities is part of our mission. It's part of who we are.
For Fort Lewis to be able to change lives, they need the financial support. They need the generosity of Alpine Bank.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Pueblo, Colorado for the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Batting for Madison A's, number 17, Mike York. Check your pitcher. Hit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, number 17. Mike York, your batter for the Madison A's. Fastball fouled off, 68 mile per hour fastball. Looks like we just bounced that ball into the McDonald's parking lot. Snag me some nuggets while you're there. Again, here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. This 8:30 game is Madison A's home team batting against the Newton Mexican American Athletic Club out of Newton, Kansas. Ground ball to your second baseman. Got him for out number 1. Nice play by Aaron Hammond. Batter number 69, second baseman Jesse Palacios. Uh-oh, gets a hold of one. Gone. Home run for Jesse Palacios, straight into center field. Got some wood on that one. Nice hit by Jesse Palacios. Increases that lead to 2-0 for the Madison A's out of South Dakota. Right over the Alpine Bank signage out in center field. Thanks to that fan for throwing that ball in. Bogdan Becic, your pitcher, his catcher, Josh Moore. 2-0 in favor of the A's. Pitch comes in outside for Gabe 3, your batter. First baseman, number 22. Definitely the loudest batting gloves of the tournament. Ground ball, first base. Snagged up by Ray Hasso for out number 2. Nice play. Up for the A's, catcher Lalo Sandoval. Ball high and outside. Put some heat on that. That was coming in at 70 miles per hour. Again in this inning, Palacios with the home run, deep center field to increase that advantage to 2-0 for the A's. Gabe 3 grounded out to the first baseman, and we have Lalo Sandoval batting with 2 outs. Ball outside. Again, you're invited to come and watch the live action here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament, sponsored by Alpine Bank, Angelus Chapel, and Waste Management. Sandoval the batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Holding on to a 2-run lead. Ball outside. Fills up the count for Sandoval. Sandoval draws a walk. Looks like we got a pinch runner for Sandoval, who is our catcher. Brings up third baseman Steve Ross. Fouled off towards the right side. Strike number 1. Again, Sandoval reached on a walk, got himself a pinch runner. Ross takes for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in Pueblo, Colorado at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Madison holding on to a 2-0 lead. Ross the batter, swing and a miss. It's a nice pitch, 72 miles an hour. Had a little action on it as well. Bogdan Bechik, your pitcher. Gets Steve Ross swinging for out number 3. Again, we're here at the Joe Santos Memorial Tournament, 21st Annual. We had a run in that inning on a long home run by Jesse Palacios. 2-0 here in favor of the A's. We'll be back after a few short messages. All right, we're back here in Pueblo, Colorado, the 21st Annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. This is Travis Rosales announcing your game today. We have a sub in for Josh Moore. We have Gage Witzke, number 6, coming in and hitting for Josh Moore, the catcher. Gage looking to put a little life into the offense for the Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club. Fouls off that ball. Falls behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Got Anthony Brewer pitching for the Madison A's. Lalo Sandoval, his catcher. Gage Witzke batting, number 6. Swings and misses for strike 3. Brings us back to the top of the lineup. We have Aaron Hammond batting. Hammond drew a base on balls, walk in the first. and had a double in his last at-bat. Ground ball, second baseman eats that one up. That's Jesse Palacios for out number 2. Connor Hasso up to bat. Number 69. Quick first 2 outs there. Brewer with the delivery, bit outside. Got Palacios cheating towards the middle a little bit on second base. Not expecting to see a pull here, I suppose. Hasso takes a swing at it for a strike. Again, this is Connor Hasso batting for the Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club out of Newton, Kansas. We are here in Pueblo, Colorado for the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament. Take some time to recognize a few sponsors. Alpine Bank, Heart and Soul Grill. Ball taken high. We got a 3-1 count for Connor Hasso. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th inning. Base hit up the middle. Connor connects. Takes a look for second base. But Deuce Martin out in center field is able to get it in. It's a nice hit by Connor Hasso. Brings up Andrew Pina, center fielder for the Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club. Ball gets by Lalo Sandoval. Connor Hasso takes advantage of that. Takes second base. Pina, a 1-0 count. Takes a hack at it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball outside. Takes another ball. Okay, we got Connor Hasso advancing to second base on a pass ball. Pina, the batter, center fielder for Newton, Kansas. Takes ball low. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Newton Mexican-American Athletic Club looking to bring these runners on base in. Ray Hassel, your batter, first baseman. Pina on first. Connor Hasso on second. Takes ball high. 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Looks like this potentially may be our final inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Doing two things at once, bro, right now.
Hasso, number 15, batting. Brewer, your pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and miss. So Brewer gets out of that jam with runners on first and second. available or able to keep Newton Mexican American Athletic Club from scoring, leaving 2 runners on base. So we are headed to the bottom of the fifth, time remaining. Looks like we'll go ahead, go to the bottom half of the 5th inning with Madison A's up 2-0 here in Pueblo, Colorado at the 21st annual Joe Santos Memorial Tournament.
You're a true friend. You make everybody feel important. You show up through thick and thin. I'm Jay Rickstrew with Alpine Bank. At Alpine Bank, when you walk into a branch, you'll be greeted with friendly hello and with a warm smile. Because the best way to build trust is by caring. We care about our customers, our employees, and our communities. We care about you.
We are back here in Pueblo, Colorado, at the bottom of the 5th inning. Madison A's with the 2-0 lead. Your pitcher, Anthony Brewer, batting, number 99, lefty. Bats left, throws right. Know some people like that. All right, looks like our time has expired. As we finish the game, Madison A's with the 2-0 win over the Newton Mexican American Athletic Club. We'll be back for game 2 of the Saturday action with La Familia out of Pueblo, Colorado in that next game.
For the latest in softball innovation, the website where you can experience the best tournaments in the Americas. Live games, news, tournaments, and much, much more. The best quality live softball, on demand so you can watch when you want. Become a Premier member now. SoftballPremierTV.com. Live it on Softball Premier.